Hello and welcome back. I'm Randy Newbert from VoodooFX. In today's video, we'll be doing a special model kit review. So let's get started. Okay guys, well we're back here today with a real special model kit review. Without further ado, I just want to bring this model right out and show you guys. This is the Thermopod from Buckaroo Bonsai, and this model is really just a wonderful model as far as like scale and like overall, like the whole accuracy of this model is really just, I mean, you can't get it any better. This is really, if you're looking for the Thermopod, this is the one to have for sure. I'm going to break this down into a couple little different parts in order to show it off really well. But again, I just wanted to kind of give you a general idea of the size and the scale. This model is brought to you by Dream Studios, and this is available as a 3D file, and potentially it could be available as a limited run 3D print as well. Again, I think we'll go into a few more details about that later on in the video, but overall, that is how it's going to be set out for to order. So anyway, just to give you kind of quick ideas here, I'm holding this front piece in. It fits pretty firmly in there, but this little front section actually comes off the model, has a great little key spot in it, and again, I'll have some images coming in and out of the model itself so you can get an idea. And what I've done is I've done a little comparison. This default scale is a 16-inch model. I mean, this thing is a big model overall. And in this resin version, this is a hollow cast resin, and it comes with the 3 outboard fingertips on there as well as a separate casting. And then again, with this piece also being the main front section is also a separate piece. But again, everything else is all intact. It comes with a base with this model as well, which is a nice added feature. And again, I'm going to show a little side-by-side comparison, because what I ended up doing, and I like to do this with some of these kit reviews, is I went ahead and I printed this in a filament print using my Ender Pro 3. And so I can kind of show you the difference as far as scale and as far as, you know, the quality level of what is produced, you know, through a filament print as well. So then that way, you know, it kind of lets you know that you can make these models in pretty much either a resin or a filament style print. And again, scale is kind of irrelevant. This could be very large scale piece. This could be even a smaller piece that could be like a smaller 12-inch model if that's what you're after. Luckily, when I ended up and fitted in my bed in the filament print, it was only, I had to scale it down about 90% smaller, you know, or 90% was what the scale was in the Ender to fit it on my small bed, because it only has a certain size bed that you can print in. But again, it was only like maybe a few inches smaller overall. So I think it ended up being about a 15-inch, maybe 14.5-inch model, even on the filament print on a small format printer. So anyway, again, I'm going to show these a little bit better. I want to switch views here just so I can really lay them side by side and kind of give you an idea. And then again, I'll try to float out a lot of images of this as well too. So let me switch views and we'll take it on from there. Okay, so now I've kind of got a little bit more. I think you can kind of get a little bit better idea of the model itself. Over here on this side right here, this is the actual resin printed version. And then over here is going to be the actual filament print. And again, you can see that the scales are relatively close as far as scaling goes. to compare the two. I did not paint the actual Buckaroo bonsai base for the other print because I'm actually gonna end up hanging the model when it's all said and done. And again, you know, this is just to really give a better perspective of what the resin version looks like and what a filament print looks like. And again, these models can be done in both ways. You know, I have to give it to Dream Studios on this one. Even though this was kind of a long and arduous model for him to actually create, this was a long process that it took to create this very beautiful organic model. But again, it was well worth the wait. And when I first got this piece in, I was just blown away at the accuracy level and what a good feel the piece had overall. So, you know, again, if you're looking for the ultimate in Thermopod model from Buckaroo Bonsai, this is the one to pick up. Again, I'm going to go ahead and let me kind of give you an idea, and I'm going to put this piece in here. Again, what's really neat about the model is, as you see, this piece is a separate print, and again, they put these really nice drain holes and a blocked key, so they all key together really well. Plus, as you can see here, they also have drainage holes that are laid out in the model, so you have a way to cure it and drain out the excess resin. But again, I mean, I think if you can get an idea of just the appearance and the look, I mean, this is just a really quality quality sculpt as far as the model goes. Again, I'm going to let me bring the main body up here. I'm going to try to get it best I can in camera here. And again, I think I'll be floating in and out with some stills as well to show you the model a little bit better. But that goes to show you kind of the main body. And again, I'm holding the resin. This is the Resin 3D print version. And these were sent to us as test shots. You kind of see like the details on the bottom there, all the little barnacles, and it really has a really super organic feel to it. Again, I love these organic style spaceships. Are just really cool. They did a similar one with the Battle Beyond the Stars with the Nell. And again, that also had a very good organic appearance, but like in this model, this is really like a cross between, fish and, some kind of weird, obscure piece, is really, really cool. But again, I think it gives the overall look. It has all the windshield area up here. It has the cannon, the little laser cannon part on the top. It has this big side cannon, or I want to say it's like, I think we called it the scorpion tail part. And anyway, so this is the main body. And again, you can kind of see the detail of the body. I think this really does a good rendering of what you really, what you're going to get out of it as far as the 3D print goes. And again, when you put it together, I'm just going to kind of snap this in here, and hopefully I won't drop it with it on there. But that kind of gives you an idea of what the model looks like with the main front section on. And again, as far as accuracy goes, I think they really nailed it as far as the look. I'm really I'm quite impressed with this model. Again, not only the scale, but just the overall, the way this model was created was just awesome. And anyway, so that is the main piece that fits in the front. And then it comes with these 3 finger pieces that come along with the model. And I'm just going to try to maybe just stuff them in there a little bit. They key really nice. You might have to do just a little bit of grinding here and there. But overall, I mean, the fit is just right there. But there's all the fingers together. again, with the front section together. Oops, I dropped one there. No biggie. This stuff is in a heavy duty like ABS style material. So again, you know, really solid construction. And again, with it being only broken down into, you know, this is basically, if you count it out, and I'm going to grab this last little piece off the floor here if I can get around and get it, which I can. I'm going to bring up a little more light here too. And then I'll show you guys the, I'm going to show you guys the actual other model that I printed. So here's your main pieces. There's your 3 fingers. And again, just, I'll bring up one of these to kind of give you an idea. Like here's one of the mid-long fingers. Hopefully this will be in kind of a little bit within frame here and you can kind of see it. And then anyway, so you're looking at a one-piece body and the front horn section, and then you got the 3 fingers and a base. So really, this is basically like, you know, if you want to just count it out, it's, you know, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5-piece model plus the base, which would be a 6-part model. I mean, it doesn't get much easier than that as far as overall assembly work goes. Yeah, I mean, if I had my choice and I had a little bigger machine, I would definitely go with the 3D resin. But again, I wanted to show comparison again, just showing you guys what it looks like in a filament version. So let me grab the filament body. And again, this filament body itself, this one was printed on a Ender 3 Pro. And again, with a small base, but overall, scale-wise, it's right there as far as scale goes. And I mean, I've got my machine pretty dialed in overall, but you know, again, it just goes to show you can get it in an actual, you know, filament print as far as the, you know, as far as doing one, if that's your preference. You know, sometimes only guys maybe only have that machine. Then here's kind of what it looks like with the front horn section onto it. And again, I'm trying to get this so you kind of get a look. Now, in this one, when I first initially did the body, I needed to slice and cut the model up a little differently because I just couldn't get the that scorpion tail piece to come out right. It fought me left and right. I had failed prints, so I ended up slicing it off. And this is something you can do in your slicing program. And we basically cut off that section, and then I printed the model, and it came out perfect. You know, it wasn't any problem. This section was very easy to print. Again, this one only added one more piece to the actual overall build because we did have to slice this this tail section off in order to get a good clean filament print out of it. But again, this is a good side-by-side comparison of the two. And again, you know, the slice was really clean. So, you know, when it goes back to it, since this thing's all organic looking, it's going to be very easy for me to kind of fake it in there and just put a little putty in there, and it'll be mounted right on there and it'll look great. So again, this is the Thermopod from Buckaroo Banzai. And again, I guess you could probably tell in my tone of my voice and, you know, how I feel about this project that, again, Dream Studios did just a knockout job as far as like accuracy of the model, overall, very few pieces to put together, nice scale right out, you know, right off the print. You know, it's only a 16-inch model is a big model. You know, again, this is, you know, a good scaled piece. And again, as far as the look and the accuracy, I have to give it an A+ in that area because, again, I've seen only a handful of these models out there. For a time, there was a couple of really decent ones, but they were, they were a little bit on the rough side. They had a resin version out for a long time. I think it was on Monsters in Motion. It was a 12-inch model. But again, nothing compared to this. This is like, this would be the cream of the crop for, if you're a big Buckaroo bonsai collector, this is the one. This is it. So anyway, so I think I'm going to end this video. And again, I'll have some links so you can order this model directly through Dream Studios. And again, I'll have some linkages there. It'll say order model kit link. And if you click on there, it'll redirect you back to order the kit. And then again, when you go over to the Dream Studios site, thumb around in there and you can kind of see a little more. He has a better descriptive detail about where he got the footage, what was involved in the actual process. And again, I think this process was a long process to get this model out. But again, these organic pieces are a little harder to do because again, it takes a little bit of finesse from the designer to actually, really get it all the way there and try to keep it as accurate as possible to the originals. But he had some amazing imagery of the original. And so he really had a great starting platform to work with to develop and design the model. So again, that's why I have to give it an A+ for accuracy. It's all there. So anyway, again, if you haven't supported our channel and you would like to subscribe, please do so at this time. This helps us keep bringing the content out there to you. And again, we're always looking to grow our client base as far as our viewers. So yeah, please do, and give us a good thumbs up. Again, that helps also keep us in there and keep us going at it. We love bringing this content to you, and we feel very fortunate that we're able to actually share this with the modeling community and the general collecting community. So again, yeah, beautiful model kit. I highly suggest picking one up. And again, thanks for all your support, and we'll see you on the next video.